Mother, tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, Mother, can you keep them in the dark for life?
I really sound fucking retarded.
From a waiting world. Oh, Mother, Father, gonna take your daughter out tonight.
It's Privileged White Male Radio. My name is Rod. Oh, why do I subject myself to this? Not this. Not the podcast. Why do I subject myself to the news? Oh God. Oh God. I know I'm getting too much. I know I get more than probably most of you out there could ever possibly, unless you're a fellow truck driver like me, or you have a job that allows you to listen to the radio all day long. And I'm not even listening to the radio for a majority of the day. I'm listening to the TV on the TuneIn app, which is CNN. That's where I stay most of the time for news. Fox News, I haven't darkened the door of Fox News in years, nor will I. They're just as biased to the right, and just as there's a lot of things wrong with Fox News, especially if you're Gretchen Carlson, but I digress. MSNBC, way over on the left. Way over there on the left. I haven't, again, darkened the door of MSNBC. I take that back. Debates, a couple times I may have tuned into MSNBC. But I stay on CNN because it's, I guess, as close to middle of the road as you're going to get. But even at that. And then I peruse the talk shows during the day. Some left, some right. I don't have my, I haven't had the funds to pay for my Sirius XM satellite radio in quite some time due to recent downturn at work. So some of the liberal talk shows that I used to frequent on the Progressive channel on Sirius XM, I don't get to listen to anymore. But I do cruise around the dial and catch what I can, and there isn't a lot for liberal talk radio. It's mostly right-wing shit. But back to the news and how it operates and what I'm hearing and what's got me prompted to do the podcast today as I roll down the road. And I probably should mention this more than I do. If you hear like this noise, that's my truck. When it throttles up, it tends to make a loud vibrating noise. That's what that is. God, these two campaigns are just... I really can't think of a word to describe it. Again, I've paid attention to politics for a long time now, since the 80s. And I don't think I've ever seen, and I'm not the only one that says this, I don't think I've ever seen two campaigns operate on the fringe like these two. Now, the media is what it is. It is, in my opinion, slanted to the left. Most of these people with their different shows on CNN, from, oh God, Carol Costello. You got to watch her sometime. Just check out, what is it, Newsroom with Carol Costello. She's just a peach. That's what she is. That's the best way to describe her. What a sweet gal. Before that, it's Newsday with Chris Cuomo and Allison Camerata, formerly of Fox News. Then after that, it's Baldwin and Berman or some shit. And then, of course, Wolf Blitzer comes on, and then it's some other broad. And most of these people lean to the left. I don't think that's a secret. So I take that part with a grain of salt. You know, like this morning when one of the Trump spokespeople are being grilled about Donald Trump and how he's reacting to Hillary Clinton's basket of deplorables comment. And they basically play the ad that Hillary Clinton's campaign has been running on in some of the battleground states. They basically played the whole thing, minus the "I'm Hillary Clinton and I approve this message" part. They played all these clips of Trump, and then basically chastised him for saying, "How can you bitch about Hillary saying basket of deplorables when look at all the awful things you've said?" Now, they do that to a certain extent to people that are spokespeople for the Hillary campaign, but not to that degree. I've never heard any of the clips being played across CNN's airways of Hillary being grilled by James Comey. I've never heard a montage put together like the montage that they played for the Trump spokesperson. But beyond the bias or the slant of the media, these two campaigns are just fucking despicable and awful when it comes to answering questions. Let me tell you how the questions get answered. Why didn't you tell the American people that Hillary Clinton had pneumonia? Donald Trump. Why doesn't Donald Trump release his tax returns? Hillary Clinton. Where are the 30,000 emails that just basically vanished into thin air? Donald Trump. Why won't Donald Trump release his medical records like Hillary has? Hillary Clinton. For each and every one of these people that come on, they don't answer a question with an answer. They answer a question by pointing out the other candidate's flaws. And I understand that that's a political tactic. I've seen it over the years, but I've never seen it to the degree that I'm seeing it this year. That's all it is. Nothing. Can I just point out the fact that CNN is on 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? Now, I understand the nighttime programming is, regurgitated shit. It's not shows. It's reruns. But for the, let's say, 12 to 14 hours of their broadcast day, they're basically talking in circles for the entire fucking day. They are going, the different people, different hosts, different mouthpieces, but basically all they're doing is talking in circles and repeating the same thing over and over again. Same questions, same answers. And then they have the balls to stand up for themselves, like Chris Cuomo. Sorry, Chris Cuomo did. That's a hard word to say. I'm sorry, Chris Cuomo. Like Chris Cuomo did this morning, talking about how they're doing the people's work. They're getting answers to the questions, the burning questions that we as voters all have. If it weren't for the almighty media, oh my God, where would we all be? I'll tell you where we'd all be. In a lot better shape. We can never turn this clock back to what it used to be. But it used to be a half hour, maybe an hour of news at night, 6 o'clock or 10 o'clock, and the newspaper. And you went and searched out what kind of news you were looking for. Now, granted, the internet has made it so that you can find news as well without having it crammed down your throat. But what do you find on the internet? Do you really find news there? Facebook, Twitter, is that news? And let's talk about the bloggers. The hordes and fucking hordes of bloggers that pass themselves off as news. Yeah, you can go to the internet and look for things, but what do you usually find? Bullshit. Is there anyone? Is there anyone who is a true journalist today? I heard Maureen Dowd from the New York Times interviewed on CNN today, like she's this paragon of virtue in the journalistic world, and she's as biased as the next person. There is no journalism. There isn't. To hear these people on CNN talk about, in spite of the ratings, we're doing what needs to be done. The ratings, that's what it's all about. Chris Cuomo. It's all about ratings. Come on now. Are we really that stupid? Where's the news coming from today in this election cycle? Where's the news coming from? Wikileaks. Wikileaks! That's where the hard journalistic news is coming from. That's a sad state of affairs, don't you think? Not only are our politics in shambles, our media is in shambles as well. Make no mistake about that. Now, I get it. I listened to a little bit of Alex Jones, Globalist Initiative, last night. The Alex Jones show. He had Savage, what's his name? Talk show host, Michael Savage, there we go. Michael Savage was on. Also seen as a lunatic. Right-wing fringe extremist. I'll give him that. But some of the shit these two guys were talking about as far as the forces at work here and what's really going on in our world, pretty scary shit. Because it sounded legitimate to me. And I have to ask myself, are you losing your mind? You're listening to a show like the Alex Jones show, and you feel like, I'm saying this to myself, you feel like you're getting real news, like you're getting real information. Yet when you go to CNN, it's chasing your tail. Round and round we go. It's a pretty sad state of affairs. Oh, this election. Another thing Chris Cuomo said this morning on CNN. New day with CNN. I mean, new day with new day with Chris Cuomo and Allison Camerata. I like the guy that sounds like James Earl Jones, but isn't really him, because apparently, I don't know, is James Earl Jones still alive, or did they just not have enough money to pay him to say that over and over again? Darth Vader, basically, announcing for CNN. I got sidetracked there. Sorry. I heard Chris. I almost did it again. Chris Cuomo. I heard Chris Cuomo say this morning that the stakes are very high in this election. Americans are going to make a decision in November, and that decision, oh my God, it's paramount. It's very very important. And I came to the conclusion, no, it's not. It really isn't. I honestly don't think it matters which one of these two gets elected. I don't think it makes a smidgen of difference. I don't think anything's going to change. I get the hope factor. Donald Trump's the businessman, and then well, yeah, but who's he connected to? He hasn't released any of his business dealings. We don't know. God, of course not. There's always going to be a problem with somebody, everybody. I think Obama's about the only one that skated through pretty much unscathed. Not going to matter, because everything's in a state of perpetual shit, from the media to our politics, our government, the Congress, the office of the president, all the way down, up and down. It's all shit. It's over, folks. Turn out the lights. America's over. I've been saying that for years. I don't think we come back from this. Now, I understand there are some of you out there who like that idea, because not coming back from this means moving towards a much more progressive, much more socialist state in this country. And that's very appealing to a lot of you. I get that. So in a sense, I guess it does kind of matter. But I think we're on a trajectory where we get there by hook or by crook. One way or another. It's just a hiccup or a bump, depending on who gets elected. In the end, we're headed for something. America's destined for something. And it isn't destined for anything that